Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit more advanced HTML commands so that we can start building your repertoire for your final project. Now, I've already started building a little bit of a web page for my project, talking about Web 2.0 tools, and I've got a couple paragraphs in there. But what I want to do next is I want to get a couple lists into my web page, and that's what I'm going to teach you to do now, is how to add lists. Now, I've already set it up to the point where I'm ready for my list. Notice I've got a header in here for my top 5 sites on the web, and that's from the source called alexa.com, and they do like the top 500 websites, and they keep updating that every year. So I want to have that as my header, and I'm going to put in, I want a numbered list of the top 5 since they're ranked. And a numbered list in HTML is called an ordered list, and it's simply the tag OL for ordered list. Then within the ordered list, you have to tell the system what each list item, or LI for the tag, would be. And in this case, the number 1, oops, jumped up there, website is Google. Probably no surprise. So I'm going to enter that in and make sure I close my tag. So I started with an ordered list, OL, and I'm doing my list items, LI, as I go down. And I'm going to go ahead, and I've got the number 2 is Facebook. Number 3, again, keep doing my tags here, is YouTube. And number 4, Yahoo. And number 5, which is probably the only surprising name on the list, it's a site called Baidu, B-A-I-D-U. And that is actually the leading Chinese search engine, Chinese language search engine. So that's actually changed from last year, where we had Windows Live was the number 5 last year. So they do update this rather frequently, and you can go onto the alexa.com site to see the statistics and actually how they come up with, you know, how many hits and whatnot, rates them as number 1 through 5 and so on. Alright, now I'm going to close this out. I'm going to end my ordered list, close my tag, and I do want to go on and I want to add another list, but this time I want an unordered list. I don't want numbers, I just want bullets. So my list here, I'm going to put another header in for it, level 2. And again, based on my project, I'm going to give you 4 types of Web 2.0 tools. Again, matching my theme for my final project here. Alright, and here, again, it's a bullet list is known as an unordered list, so it's simply UL to start. And then I'm going to, again, the command is the same for list item. It knows it's not numbering it because we've made it an unordered list instead of an ordered list. Alright, and we're going to talk a little bit about social networking and collaboration tools. My next will be social bookmarks, a little different there. And finally, multimedia tools. Alright, so I've got my list completed. I also need to close out my list, unordered list. Now you notice a few things here. I have been indenting a little bit to get my organization down. again, just trying to make it neat and easier for me to follow, and anybody who opens this up to look at the source can see how I'm trying to organize this. HTML doesn't care about spacing and indents. It just looks for its tags. So no matter how I space this out, it'll still come out the same. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to run it, launch it in Firefox, and take a look at my list. And here we go. Oops, except for my typo, it's fine. I've got top 5 sites on the web, numbered 1 through 5, and I'm pretty good except for my heading where I have my typo. So I'm going to go back, and there we go. Fix it, save it again. Remember, anytime you change anything, no matter how little, you need to save it, relaunch it, and there we go. So that's a quick look at lists, both ordered and unordered, and we're going to continue on, and I've got another short video to follow this, which is going to talk about links and images.